So, y'all, I'm out in Dillon, South Carolina. I'm about to take my motherfucking ass to sleep. Be all the way honest with y'all. Gotta get my reset in, though. Get them 10 hours behind me. Y'all that drive trucks know all about that life. Gotta get them 10 hours behind me before I get my ass up in the morning and drive to Henderson, North Carolina. Got some wood on me I gotta get off. But before I went to sleep, I said, let me deal with motherfucking T.I. He recently did an interview with Mike Tyson. And he said some old coon ass shit. Him and Mike was in there doing a little, it was like some team cooning. It was like they was just in there as a group on some coon shit together. I'm gonna play the clip so y'all can hear it. Y'all done told me that T.I. is supposed to be pro-black. He's supposed to be the spokesman for black folk. I keep trying to tell y'all, no, man, no. Using a word like expeditiously is not enough. It might be enough for you dumb niggas, but it's not enough for me. He's inconsistent. Last thing we heard from T.I. was that he was checking on his daughter's pussy. This is the last thing we heard from him. He was doing that. And then her hymen became the topic of discussion for a few days, like everything else does in this society. This shit right here, he had to say, him and Mike Tyson. I'm going to play this clip out for y'all. I want y'all to hear the coon coming out of T.I. Because I don't know about if he no rubber band man no more, but I know he's a motherfucking coon ass man. And he shows it, and y'all keep letting this shit slide. So I'm going to play this clip. It's him and Mike Tyson talking. Let's just get into it.
That's dope. You know what? No, it bothers me too. I gotta say, come on, man. Let's see it. Why my kids don't like black kids? My kids don't date black kids. Why that? Why that?
No, man. They're so fucking.
You see? Now y'all know I'm gonna be pausing, but y'all heard the question. Mike Tyson said, "Do you know what bothers me? My kids don't like black kids."
Rich, they gotta give it somebody who speaks their language.
Is that real talk, though?
I mean, but you're gonna see the odds are you're gonna send your kids to Ivy League schools from the time they're small, right?
Listen to it.
Okay, and when you go there, they communicate with the kids that they're around, and most of those kids are gonna be little white kids.
I think sometimes, like, if I look at my daughter and I say, and I see her, she's attracted to white guy, and I say to myself, I didn't set a good example as a black man then.
You hear? He look at his daughter, and she attracted to white boys, and he say to himself that he didn't do a good job as a black man. And yeah, I mean, and honestly, and this is me adding my 2 cents, might be about 3 or 4. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But I know a lot of people say, well, if my kid end up with somebody that's gay, I'm gonna feel like a failure. And I would agree. I agree with that. I know we're in the era now of apologizing for shit like that, but I'm not apologizing for that. I feel that way in my heart. But also, if my child decides to be attracted to and loving on white folk, I'm gonna feel like a failure. Because if all a white person has to do is smile at one of my kids, communicate, T.I. said speaking the same language as my kids, then I didn't teach them shit. I didn't teach them to expect anything else other than white people accepting them. And if we teach our kids that, that in itself is a motherfucking failure. I believe that in my heart. That ain't enough. You're white. What are you doing? And I done told y'all this shit. What are you doing? You can't show up as no little white girl. You can't show up as no motherfucking little white boy and sit around and that be enough to impress my kids. I would feel like a failure if that were to happen. Let's continue though.
I don't think that's it.
But that's just my mind goes. My mind goes that they must have seen me sometimes when I was vulnerable and said, hey, I don't want to be with no one like that. I don't want to.
Now you hear your boy T.I. comes in and says, I don't think that's it. Of course you don't think that's it. Of course you don't, because you're a motherfucking coon. I would have damn sure, if Mike Tyson would have said that shit to me, I said, you damn right, you failed somewhere. And even if it's just as much as you sending your kids to Ivy League schools, as they call them, around these white folks, you did something wrong. You disconnected your child from their culture. That's still wrong. But of course, T.I., no, I don't think that's it. Let's hear T.I.'s explanation.
I want to talk to her. He's scary. I don't want to be with somebody like that.
I mean, but do you think that they assert that much association with color?
Smart.
With race, I should say.
Ooh, that's smarter than you think, yes.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Smarter than you
said
think.
That's why, you know, they said, I don't like, because I see how my sister act. Oh, I said, whoa, that blew my mind.
That's crazy.
I said, what? How do your sister act?
His son done said he don't like him because he see how his sister act. No Whoopi Goldberg, right? No Whoopi. He see how his sister act. Now, you'll have a lot of the black men that will have this hate in their heart for their moms or the women that are in their immediate circles. His son done told him he wouldn't his sister act. He don't want to deal with nobody that act like his sister.
This is awesome.
Right.
You know, I think it's the aggressiveness. I think it's confrontational stuff. They think I don't see that. I see black women. I see lust and stuff. And I think that I don't think about fighting with them.
Nah.
I think about that aggressive. I think that's even more so.
Right.
It's just so weird that they think of confrontation. It's not going to be cool. I'm like, what?
Now the little boy, his son, thinks that the black women just are into some confrontational shit. And somehow he believes that these white girls are not into confrontational shit. This is a facade that has been allowed to fester and manifest itself. That's how you know you failed as a parent. This is how you can tell. If you ask me, that's how you know you failed. We'll continue.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't like her?
Right.
You know, I don't understand the concept. I don't understand their vision, what they see, the illusion of beauty, or what do they see? They confuse me with my kids. What do they see? How come they can't see what I see?
I mean, right. Because it's just like you said, the same way, the way you were brought up and the way what you were brought up around and what they brought up around. You know what I mean? I think that has a lot to do with it.
I'm not, and I know I gotta go to typical. I'm not a racist. I just don't see that.
No, you ain't got to be seen as a racist like that. I think.
But they're strictly. I'm not going there. They know they're not going there.
Where?
They black. They know they're not going there. They just know they're not going.
I think as long as they happy though, Mike.
Yeah.
You hear your boy? As long as they happy. Guess who shapes your child's standard as to what makes them happy? T.I. Expeditiously. Guess who shapes that standard? You do, as a parent. You shape what makes them happy by putting things into perspective for them. If they are simply happy being accepted by white folk because they see somebody that's cute that's white, that would make them happy if you didn't frame the black experience for your child because you have money. You didn't frame this shit for your child. That's the only way they will be happy with that. A smiling white bitch? A smiling colonizer? If that makes your child happy, then something's wrong. And if your child has a problem with blackness, his son has a problem with black women based on the way his sister acts, or according to what Mike says, then there's a problem there. Because all black women are not confrontational. Again, they show that on these reality shows that y'all continue to motherfucking support. They show that on these reality shows and shit. Y'all don't have a problem with that. All this perception this child has. And you should, as a father, be framing that. That's your job as a parent.
But they're happy, bro. As long as they're happy and they can live.
This motherfucking coon ass.
I will say, if every black person could have some white people in their family, I think that the world would be a better place.
You're right. I like that.
What? Y'all letting T.I. say shit like this? If every black person could have somebody white in their family, the world would be a better place. Are y'all listening to this? Can y'all hear me in the motherfucking back? If everybody had a white person in their family, the world would be a better place. Now, we have seen what the colonizer has done. Him, his colonizing ass mama, his colonizing ass sisters. We've seen what they've done. Grandma, auntie, we've seen what the colonizer has done. T.I. opens his motherfucking mouth and says that if every black person, black people, black families had somebody white in their family, not doing anything, he didn't say anything about what they would be doing, just being there, the world would be a better place. Are y'all listening to this shit? Does that not put them up into some type of celestial plane? T.I. is y'all's pro-black hero? He used big words? There's a short word that applies to T.I. Coon. Easy. Self-hating ass coon. What are you saying? Are you listening to yourself? Not them doing anything. I can see if you had a white person in your family and they was somewhere fighting racism, or maybe, trying to take down the privatized prison complex, or, being a human shield for your motherfucking ass when the cops start shooting. But no, them just being in your family, that's enough for T.I. as he laughs like a coon. Let me finish this shit up.
I'm saying, because I have my mother-in-law she's a white lady, Miss Diane, and I love her to death. She loved me to death.
Right.
My family's her family's my family. So we don't necessarily see the color now. Now this is just my family member.
We don't see the color there. How many of you these colorblind niggas, y'all done heard their narratives before? A colorblind nigga. This is what T.I. is saying. Oh, we don't see no color. Like, that's not no real shit going on around here. T.I.'s mom-in-law ever been on the front lines fighting racism? I would argue no. Never heard nothing about it being on the front lines fighting no damn racism. And she got black grandkids. She ain't out here though. She's somewhere paid off his money as he's taking care of her. Her white ass ain't on no front lines. Some of y'all follow people who act like this. Huh? White mama-in-law taken care of by the black money, but not on no front lines nowhere. Nowhere. You can't find them nowhere. But this good enough for black folk because, again, according to T.I., they just need to be in your family. And everything gonna be all right.
World, if they lived in your world, but I never lived in these people's world. I worked to get to this world. My kids and them, they're born in this world. Right. In my world, I'm still different. I'm still in my mind. I'm different than them.
Well, you are. And I'm very different.
My grind was different than theirs.
This is true because a lot of theirs was already in the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. You know what I'm saying? All these people. They achieved phenomenal things and did great business and had just enormous strategy to.
Let me pause it because that what he talking about Steve Jobs them is important. He goes on to say if they would have been able to achieve this as a black person. So you acknowledge you know the black struggle. You even say if those guys would have been black, things may have been very different. But then prior to that, just having a white person in your family will make the world a better place as the colonizer continues to destroy the world. And just, as a sidebar, him and his mama enslaved your motherfucking ancestors for over 250 years. Into Jim Crow, into black codes, into Ku Klux Klan, into the motherfucking cops, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, into the privatized prison complex, into pushing goddamn crack into your areas, into pushing black people's families to be broken up based on this welfare system, feminism. The white man done had his hand on all types of shit to break you apart. And you saying with your motherfucking pro-black mouth, so-called pro-black mouth, that just having a white person in a motherfucking black family will make the world a motherfucking better place. Are y'all seriously still gonna sit here and say this motherfucker is pro-black? Because he's not a young man. No. And he's gotten onto panels. He's been coined or made into a voice, a pro-black urban voice for black folk. That's what y'all did. Y'all invite him on panels on Revolt TV. He hangs out with Killer Mike, and you know, y'all still act like Killer Mike pro-black as he's sucking Bernie Sanders' dick, who said fuck reparations. It is, y'all, if you pay attention to what these people are doing and saying what they're supporting, you'll hear the coon just spilling out, because they can't contain the coon. This is why I told y'all got to kill that motherfucking coon. You can't contain it. You got to kill it. You have to kill the inner coon within you. Acknowledge it's there. You hear that motherfucker scurrying around making noise, don't you? Kill it. No catch and release. Kill it. You can skin it and wear the motherfucking hat like your boy Paul Revere and them. Make you a hat out of that motherfucker, but it has to be dead. T.I.'s is still living in him. Hopefully somebody will be checking him, because, I mean, I'm checking him, but I don't count. No, these motherfuckers don't, they ain't listening to what the fuck I'm talking about. Hopefully somebody will hear this and be like, yo, T, what the fuck you mean if you, all white folk got to do is show up? The world will be a better place? That's a lie. That's an outright, blatant, motherfucking lie. And that shows black people's low self-esteem and their worship of the white man and his mama, even in the rich, or, you know, this is something that affects the psychology of all black people. You got Mike Tyson here who agreed with that, because he ain't intelligent enough to, you know, argue with T.I., rebut T.I. like, what the fuck you mean? Because that's what you're supposed to do when somebody come out of their mouth like that. Wait, hold on. What? Are you listening to your motherfucking self? Mike Tyson don't have the intellectual fortitude to do that, nor the pro-blackness within him to do so. His kids don't like black kids. His kids is black. Son not attracted to black women. Daughter not attracted to black men. Failure as a father. You black. You did fail. That's what T.I. should have told him. But T.I. doesn't have the pro-black fortitude or the intellectual property to say, yeah, you did fail. You should feel some type of way about that. Because they just want to laugh and shit. You see. This is problematic. But y'all comment, let me know what the fuck y'all think. I listened to the whole interview. I listened to the whole thing. I wanted to hear out what both of them was talking about. A whole bunch of bullshit. Nothing really heavy going on here. A whole lot of bullshit. They did say some interesting things about aliens and where humans came from towards the end, though. Which, I mean, I've been saying that shit for a minute, but I thought that was interesting. Mike Tyson's idea on where we came from. But there was a whole lot of coon shit going on, and a whole lot of truth not being told, a whole lot of checking not going on in this motherfucking interview. So I'll come in and check T.I. for y'all. Hopefully y'all hold him accountable, but I know you won't, because y'all fans and y'all worship celebrities. Y'all don't give a fuck what they doing. Y'all just gonna worship them. Understand what T.I. said. Not black families not having white people in their families, and we already good if the white man and his mama leave us the fuck alone and stop goddamn terrorizing us and take down this system that they're using to keep us down and oppress us as a people and program us to say stupid ass shit like T.I. said. He should have been like, damn, that's a little coon jumped out. I'm programmed. I can tell I must be, because I just said this stupid ass shit. No. All they got to do is show up in the family goddamn photo with a couple mixed ass kids running around, and everything gonna be all right. The world will be a better goddamn place. Fuck out of here, T.I. and anybody else who thinks like this. And if you raising black kids and they hate black kids or black people, then you failing them. And if you got money and you sit in these Ivy League schools, you're failing them. You think you making them